Good morning. Ellen Sutter of ESP Presents and ESP Book Chat, where we bring page turners your way. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Also, this is our book of the month, A Lineage of Grace by Francine Rivers. This is what we're reading now. And actually, it's our May book, but because it's a long book, we will discuss this book in, June 29th. I believe that's what we schedule it for, or the last week in June. And this book here is about 5 women in the Bible. You will have Tamar, Mary, the mother of Jesus. And you probably remember the story of Tamar, raped by her brother. This is a biblical story. And you will hear from Ruth. And I'm going to turn it over just a little bit so you guys can see that. And this is 5 women in the Bible. I don't want to hold to memory. You will see Tamar, and that's the betrayal by men who controlled her future. She fought for her right to believe in a loving God. And then also you'll hear about Rahab, a woman with a past to whom God gave a future. You will also hear about Ruth. She gave up everything, expecting nothing, and God honored her. And you will hear about Bathsheba, and her beauty stirred the passion of a king. Her pain moved her to God. And last but certainly not the least, you will hear about Mary, Jesus' mother. All eternity had been awaiting for this moment. She responded in simple obedience to God's call. And this book is by Francine Rivers, and it's a pretty thick book, but we'll be reading this. And then also I'm going to put a tag. This was our July book. Just going to put it out there because we'll be reading this, and you guys might forget this anyway. And this right here, this book right here, Tanika, we're not going to talk to her live. And I hope I say, Tanika is what I want to say, but I'm certainly may or may not be pronouncing her name right. But Watson, I'll say Tanika Watson. It's My Life is No Accident. It's a memoir by Tanika Watson. And some of you guys may remember the story about our beloved Teddy Pendergrass. And right now we can see this. Probably way back then we didn't know. Well, she was on an Oprah show before. And this book is really, well, let me put this down so y'all won't be thinking that this is the book, because this is not the book. So I'll just leave this book here. So just follow through. This is not the book I'm speaking of that's on screen. That is our book, this book that you see now, A Lineage of Grace by Francine Rivers. That book is our May book, but it's long, and we're going to finish it up in June. And then the link that I have there, this is our July book, My Life is No Accident. It's a memoir by Tanika Watson. And this book, like I said, our beloved Teddy Pendergrass. This was like before its time. She talks about her story She is a transgender woman and transgender black woman. And so we will read this story, not to put backlash on anything, but maybe you guys may have wanted to know who was in that car or what is about it to this person. And we're going to unfold this story. This is our July book. And also, we will have quite a few things going on in July, but this is our book of the month. And July book is posted there. My Life is No Accident, a memoir by Tanika Watson. And I hope I said her name right. And we will also, just take a look, take a look. We will also, this week, this coming Thursday, we will, remember I told you guys, do not judge me for my book covers. And as you notice that book that I put up there before is not like this one. So I'm just going to hold it like this. Suzette, I hope that you're not upset about how hard I read. In this book here, this is Silver Bullets. You have 4 women. They're in their 50s. And you will see in this book, you'll see Queenie, Emma, Yolanda, Connie, and some cameo appearances by Jackie O'Neill, which is First Lady. She's a First Lady. And so the story opens up with Emma and Queenie. Emma is the choir director. Queenie is her bestie. Queenie in her relationship with Lyndon. And that relationship, that's on again, off again, uncommitted relationship. So there was a buzz going on in the choir. She's at choir practice, Queenie and Emma. So Emma just decided to be the best friend that she thought she could be to Queenie and let her know, hey, Queenie, Lyndon, your beloved man, he was creeping over in Miss Minnie's house, Miss Minnie Smith. And so they're at choir practice, which seems about 15 minutes, going at it. But prior to that, you see that Miss Emma is making Queenie sing the song over and over again, and it's already in its perfection. So this story, we will unfold it on the 13th, which is this week, coming up on Thursday. There's a lot of things in this book that I see, Suzetta, that we're going to talk about. One of the things I had my eye on is we'll talk about the First Lady. This is the first time I've seen a First Lady in this light that she can feel as free as she does. We hear a lot of different First Lady stories and also about Christians. We must talk about that. We see it different, and now we are have the millennial age, or should I say age group, the millennials, where they see how we did church, and they're much like eye-opening, like, what's the difference? What's the difference than you going to church doing like me, than me going to church and not doing what you doing, except just not going to church? So we're going to have a wonderful time talking about that. And you'll see a husband, Emma, a husband, Billy, a doting man, one that takes care of his wife, cooks, clean, and she's missing something. And one of those things, she wants intimacy with her husband. And we'll talk about these best friends. So we are going to unfold this story. Remember, don't judge me for my book. Keep your eye on that. And also, we will talk to Rick Johnson, a.k.a. Silver Fox. You will meet in his story. It's a romance thriller story. You'll meet Jason Jarrett. Jason Jarrett, he's divorced. His wife wants him back. Jason has a new relationship. There's some things going on that his ex-wife just makes this quite difficult. So you'll see that, and you'll fall in love with Jason. So stay tuned. Rick Johnson, he'll be coming up May 18th. And so sit back as we unfold this story. So again, I'm Ellen Sudduth of ESP Presents and ESP Book Chats, where we bring page turners your way. Remember, if you're an author and you would like your books to be on our lovely pages, do tag yourself here or on Facebook. And let me get this in focus. What we do is we go into your lovely pages, we talk about your story, we bring out your characters, and we just kind of go with there. As a reader, we love enjoying the characters. Pretty much, I think that you, as you intended your book to be written and to know about those wonderful characters. Thank you for coming on. I'm Ellen Sudduth of ESP Presents and ESP Book Chats, where we bring page turners your way. Um, those that just came on, you can look at the replay as well. So I will recap. But what I'm talking about now, if you're an author and you would like for your pages to be on our platform, this is what we do. Oftentimes people think, okay, I bought a book, somebody's going to buy it. It is not true. Just because you wrote a book don't mean that everybody's going to read it. So this is why we have this platform here at ESP Presents. That way readers can see you, they can hear your book, they can see us engaging about your characters. And I do know that some authors do not like to talk about their book, they just want to sell it. But we're going to have to rethink those things because readers love to read. Hey, Rick, you are so welcome. Thanks for coming in. Can't wait to talk to you, and also Jason Jarrett. You know we love that character. So, Rick, I hope you don't mind the book because I read hard. You know, this is an older book for me, and I've read it before. I'm refreshing myself. We'll just talk about maybe the first 2 or 3 chapters. We won't give it away, but definitely we cannot wait. And there's Silver Fox below. We cannot wait to unfold these stories. And also we'll have Suzetta Perkins. I believe you met her. And I don't know if you guys were on a show together when I was doing it here in Newport News at the hotel. So now I do it online. So don't get angry if you are an author and you know your books. I am very excited too. And you know that if you one of those authors that don't like your books to be look well read, then I would just have yours on Kindle because I read hard. And only way your book is safe, your book cover is safe, is being on Kindle. So that is Rick Fox down there below. And we will talk to Suzetta Perkins. She's on the 13th. And I hope that you are ready. You know her, yes. That's good, Rick. So we're going to read her book here, Silver Bullet. It's funny, Rick, I promise you, Rick, I did not do this on purpose. We're talking about silver bullet ladies who are in they're in their 50s, and then here you come back to back with Silver Fox. That is too funny. And in this story, you will meet 5 women. You'll meet Queenie, Emma, Yolanda, and Connie. And those 2 are siblings. And there's a bit of drama going on in here. I'll tell you this. You have Emma and Queenie sort of battling out at church. It's a 15-minute talk about Emma seeing Lyndon, which is Queenie's man, Queenie's boo, and over at Miss Millie's house. He said he was fixing her cable at night because he can install her cable for free, and she is on a fixed income. We'll see how that unfolds. And we were also talking about our other book here. This is our book of the month, which is a lineage of grace, and it talks about 5 women in the Bible: Tamar, Bathsheba, Ruth, and Let me just flip it one more so I won't hold it to memory. So it'll be Mary, Bathsheba, Ruth, Rahab, and Tamar. So you'll hear these wonderful stories. And also I have a clip there. I don't know if you see it, but there's a link on there, Rick. Well, we coined you that silver fox, and my husband and I mean, now they're talking about silver fox. That's what they're calling men, seasoned men. But we have, Rick, we coined you silver fox before folks start liking gray-haired men. So we coined that 10 plus years ago, but they just now getting the name of it. But you have been coined silver fox a long time ago, so you are the first that we know of. And so I have a link there, Rick, that we're talking about. And I hope I say this lady, I don't want to say Tenica or Tanica or I don't want to mess her name up. But I'll say Tanika. I don't know how others would pronounce it, but I would certainly look up that pronunciation of Miss Watson's name. And Miss Watson, she talked about her life is no accident, and it's a memoir about Miss Watson. I said Washington. Miss Watson. This is her memoir. And you know our beloved Teddy Pendergrass. I'm not trying to kind of douse this into the fire, but this is going to be our July book. This is already our May book, but we're just extending it to June, so because it's a long book. But our July book, and this is about her. You know, she said her life was no accident, and this is the same woman that was in the car with our beloved Teddy Pendergrass. And so now moving forward, we didn't think about it then, but now moving forward, we live in a world where everybody could just be themselves. And this book's going to talk about a black woman who is a transgender. And she was there, and she got hurt a little bit, but not nearly as much as Teddy Pendergrass did. So I just found this book. I'm always trying to look for wonderful stories, and this is the book that we're going to talk about. Yes, yes, yes. So I will see you on the 18th. You will get the link, and we will go from there. Thank you for watching, Rick. Thank you for coming out, and I can't wait for your next book. I don't know the title, but do pop the title there. Again, I'm Ellen Sutter of ESP Presents, signing off. Thank you for watching, Rick. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please pop your book. Is that the Jason story that you got that's coming up? What is it titled, this book that you got? So is it the sequel or is it standalone? Do you have? All right. Bye-bye. But let us know on there. So it is the sequel to, it's called X Road. So when is it finished? Is it finished in a couple, because we're going to have, it is the sequel, and we're going to have you coming back, Rick, for that sequel. Is the book out now, or is it in pre-order? We can also talk about this when you come on the 18th, so we'll talk about that. Good seeing you, Rick. Thank you for coming on. Ellen Sutter of ESP Presents, signing off. Bye-bye.